Hello, everybody. I'm Ted Russell, and I and Talat Oddman, who has been helping to lead this project that we're doing as part of the HACAST Applied Science teams, are going to talk to you today about this project that we've been doing. It's actually over the last 4 years that is dealing with developing an advanced smoke prediction system applied to the Southeast, being based upon earth science products. And so this was done under NASA funding as part of the HACAST program. And it wasn't just Talat and I. It's actually, as you see, there's a long list of people and organizations at the base of this title slide. And that's, as it says, and many others. And that is very much the case. And actually just looking at our team, actually just part of our team, there's been a number of people involved. And before going on, that's one of the great things about this project. And I think about all of the HACAST projects is that they very much act as attractors. People want to know how to best use these earth science products in air quality management and health. And that's what we're doing. So the first person I want to bring out is Young-Tao Hu, who really has been leading the implementation of this system that you're going to hear more about. Then Abby Lawal and Jen Kaiser. Jen's a new professor at Georgia Tech. And as I'll mention in a second, they've been involved in this new project that we're doing. It's a target of opportunity, looking at emissions from the airport. Nash Skipper has been working on the background ozone. Cassandra's work, you're going to hear more about from Talat, looking at the impact of prescribed fire emissions and burning on minority individuals in the Southeast. Rish is our contact with the CDC, again, very much implementing our work in health management. Mome was a grad student and a postdoc here who also helped put the system together and get it to work as well as it does. So looking at our projects, the base project, it has this really long title, and I won't go through the whole thing, but it summarizing, we had been developing this system called HiRes, which is an air quality model based forecasting system for air quality and applied nationally. And it's actually of interest historically. This comes from our early work where we were forecasting air quality for the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta using a chemical transport model. And it's evolved over the years. As part of a prior project, we added the ability to simultaneously forecast the impact of power plants and mobile sources. And as part of this project, we really took it a big step further, and that was to forecast the impact of prescribed burns on air quality and health. Now, the thing that's really neat about this, and I hope you think about this before Talat starts to talk about the details, is that typical forecasting systems know where the emissions are and when they are. In this system, what we've done is take the one step further is we predict not only the air quality impact, but we actually also predict where and when the prescribed fires are going to take place, which is a really unique feature of this. One of our other projects as part of HACAST was very much a target of opportunity that came up from a discussion with the air quality managers in the Southeast, in particular, our colleagues at the Georgia Department of Natural Resources, Jim Boylan, where he was looking at satellite photos and became very interested in the impact of airport emissions on air quality in Georgia. And off to your right, you see some of the CMAQ modeling we've been doing and the tropomi retrievals and how we're rectifying those. But it very much uses the results from our HiRes-X system to do this. And this has involved Abby, Jen, Young-Tao, Jim Boylan, and myself. And we've also been involved in a number of Tiger teams throughout the period with HACAST. They're listed there. And these, again, have stretched beyond just the Georgia Tech team and the other Tiger teams. With the background ozone, as part of the Tiger team, we've also been working with EPA. And you just see the list, and it's just worked out wonderfully in terms of being able to put a number of pieces together with earth science products to pull these off. So with that, I want to turn it over to Talat to talk in more detail about this system that we put together. So Talat, take it away.
Burns are ignited on short notice, and they only last for a few hours. So there's simply not enough time to use actual burn information in our forecasts. Therefore, we resort to forecasting burn activity. Since burns are conducted under favorable moisture and wind conditions, there's a strong relation between weather and burn activity. We trained a classification and regression tree model using historic burn permit data and fire data from satellite products. Here is a day with fairly good agreement between the burn activity forecast and satellite fire detections in terms of number and location. Keep in mind that satellite products have difficulty in detecting small fires, so some of the fires in this picture may be missing. And in terms of statewide total burn area, there is good correlation between the forecast and permit records. We then estimate prescribed fire emissions for the burn activity that we forecast and use them together with emissions from other sources to forecast air quality. We do this every day and share the results with the public. And this is the essence of our HiRes-X system. If the forecast shows poor air quality, state agencies can look at the impact of fires and try to improve air quality by managing prescribed burns. As a new feature, we are providing individual fire impacts so that agencies can decide which burns to authorize and which ones to deny. We also estimate associated health impacts and provide these estimates for health management and tracking purposes. Now, all HiRes-X forecasts and related fire information are archived in what we call the Southern Integrated Prescribed Fire Information System, or SIPFIS for short. One can run several types of analyses with SIPFIS. This example shows satellite fire detections in red, predicted burns in blue, and their impacts on PM2.5 concentrations in shades of pink, all in order to understand an exceedance event in Augusta, Georgia on March 5th, 2018. HiRes-X system can also be used for retrospective analyses with actual fire information and air quality data which were not available at the time of the forecast. We have done this to generate 4-kilometer resolution fields of prescribed fire impacts on PM2.5 concentrations for the years 2015 to 2018. Here is the monthly average impacts for 2015. The prescribed fire impacts on PM2.5 are highest in Southwest Georgia, especially in February and March. We use these fields to estimate the numbers of excess asthma-related emergency department visits. And those numbers were highest in Metro Atlanta counties, where the population is much denser than Southwest Georgia counties. And Cassandra Johnson of the U.S. Forest Service used the same fields to study justice in exposure to prescribed fire smoke. Finally, we deployed low-cost sensors in Southwest Georgia, where fire impacts can go undetected. In this example, there are some large burns in the area, but under northwesterly winds, their smoke plumes go tangential to the only PM2 monitor in the area. And we have shown here that data fusion of low-cost sensor data can improve the PM 2.5 fields along with the impacts of prescribed fires on those fields.
Great. Thanks, Talat. And to sign off, again, I just want to acknowledge all of the people we worked with outside of Georgia Tech and all of the different organizations that have come together to put this, to make this all work. And you see those here again, and this is probably just this is a partial list of the people that we've been able to work with as part of the HACAS projects. And with that, again, on behalf of our team that you see here, and again, this is a part of our team, I just want to say thanks. And I'm looking forward to virtually meeting you all at the showcase later in the month. Thank you very much.